Hello everyone, welcome to Marimba tutorial 3 after 2 long years of waiting. Wait, what? So we'll be continuing from Marimba tutorial 2, where I introduced you to the most important African tune, which basically goes like this. And I named it this way because a lot of African genres and African songs were based on this chord progression, and it's called Chamutengure. So in Marimba lesson 2, we were introduced to this Chamutengure chord progression, and then in Marimba lesson 1, we were introduced to all the different types of marimbas, and we'll be using these different types of marimbas to build onto the Chamutengure chord progression. It's going to be fun. So today we're going to start with the bass. So let's just jump straight into it. And we are going to use the numbered notation, and the notation for the bass part of Chamutengure is 1 4 1 5, which will sound like this. So the second thing we're going to do is to substitute this 1 with a 5, and I feel like this makes things a little bit more interesting. And substitution basically means if you can play a note, especially on the bass, if you can play a note that's different to the original note that's supposed to be there, and you can get away with it. If you can get away with it and it still sounds nice, then that's chord substitution. Another thing that's important here is a lot of people think the 1 4 1 5 chord progression is too simplistic, so substitution is one of the few things you can do to make it even more interesting. And the rhythm of the bass is going to be very simple, and it will go like this. And we can leave the rhythm here, but we want to make things even more interesting. So we'll just add another note here, and the whole thing will sound like this. So we'll leave the bass here and jump straight onto the tenor now. So the way I played the tenor here, I used arpeggios, which I explained in one of the Nyunga Nyunga Mbira lessons. And if you can read music, it will look like this. But if you can't read music, just go to the old school way of learning again, look and listen, and you'll be fine. On to the smallest marimba now, called the Piccolo. So we're going to use this one to create the lead melody, or the kushaura part of the song. And to make the simplistic 1 4 1 5 chord progression even more interesting, I stretched the melody to cover 2 cycles of the chord progression as opposed to just 1 cycle, and this is what I mean. If this is too difficult, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to make a simpler, more simplistic video explaining this. And while you are doing that in the comments, also don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you like what's going on. Okay, cool. So the next thing that we're gonna do is to mash up everything together and hear how it sounds. Wash out.